What's up, y'all? It's Limitless Insight. We back here for episode 2. We got a big guest coming this week, so definitely stay tuned. If y'all didn't watch the first episode, it's gonna be right up here in your right-hand corner, so definitely go check that out. You have Bag Dad on here. Also, I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe. Tell all your friends about Limitless Insight. Y'all crushed it last video. Let's try to get 10 likes on this video, and we out. Limitless Insight. Let's go.
What's going on, man? Limitless Insight Week 2. You feel me? We're getting into it. We got my man's Rello, aka PBM.
You know what it is.
Feel what I'm saying, man? We got a big guest on today. See what he talking about. We'll see what he doing, and we about to get into it, man. Go ahead, introduce yourself. I got Dushawn go, and you introduce yourself.
What's up, y'all? It's the one and only Bunny Man himself, PBM, PlayboiiRello. Also, Tyrell Johnson, Mr. Senior at Central State University, you know.
All right, man. So I'm going to go ahead and start it off, man. Talk about your brand a little bit. Talk about how you started it, what it means, and where it came from.
All right, so a little background about the brand, you know. It started out, I used to make merch for myself.
Okay.
Just for PlayboiiRello at my events when I go host a party or something, I go out. You know, just promote my brand, promote myself. And then people was like, damn, Rello, you should make clothing like we can all wear it. Like, they want to be a part of something. I'm like, okay, I get that, I understand. So, I initially made PlayboiiRello shirts and gave them to people who wanted to wear them.
Okay.
But that caused problems
Yeah.
with females and males in their relationship.
Mm.
So that was the start. That was the start of PBM.
Okay.
PBM started because it was causing problems because girls was wearing PlayboiiRello shirts and they dudes was like, how you know this, man? How you know this? How you get this? But yeah, so then Playboy Mafia. It originally I wanted to like create something that was more than like, I didn't want it to be known as a gang or like a this. I want it to be like a family. Like I want everybody to feel like one. So I'm like, what can I say that's like catchy? So I'm like, all right, Playboy. I didn't want it to be Playboy Gang, so that would have been PBG. I didn't want it to be PBF, that would have been Playboy Family.
Yeah.
It took a minute, but Playboy Mafia then
Just came out.
I heard it though, and I'm like,
And that's how it be with brands and stuff. When you hear that one thing, it just hit. And you know, with Mafia going on, you feel me? You got that family vibe to it instead of hitting that Mafia.
Exactly.
So, you feel what I'm saying? You said MC. My MC too. I didn't even throw that in the beginning. So was it that first that came first? Was the MC with it? MC is hosting and all that like that. So was that first, or did the PBM come first?
the MC came first.
MC came first. So for those who don't know, can you break down what an MC? And we gonna play some highlights if you don't mind from the IG.
Sure.
We gonna play some highlights right here, man. When I tell you the main event at the parties, you feel me? It's been some legend. I've been to the parties. It's been some legendary nights.
Nah, for sure.
Feel what I'm saying? How do you get into that?
Man, it's all about the crowd controlling and feeling the crowd, knowing like what if you was in a crowd and somebody else, you was at a party and somebody else was hosting, what you would get turned up to, what you would want to see at a party. So it's like reading the crowd, seeing what's going on, catching the vibes. Like, okay, I've been turning up with my fellas enough. I'm finna play some dancing music for my ladies. All right, now I'm finna play some more trap music for my fellas. So we're gonna keep it balanced. It's all about that. It's all about knowing your people, man. You gotta know your personnel, your craft.
Okay.
How do you get into like the party promotion? I mean, not like home with Chicago, like it's different people, like everybody know each other type shit, like everybody know each other. That's how you promote parties. But like, how do you get into that? And like, how do they catch on for you?
Okay, so I'm in the military as well. When I came home from the military training, I reached out to one of my closest friends to this day, Breedable, now DJ Breedable.
DJ Breedable.
I booked her at my first Halloween party in Columbus, Ohio, and I booked her up there, and I like she took me under her wing, and like showed me the way of how things go, and just like this is before I transferred to Central, so when I booked her in Columbus and she was hosting, I was just now getting into hosting. I just watched her from that point on and just took notes and then waited my turn and just took off after that. I came to Central and it was like all set in stone. I just had to show up and show out.
Yeah, man, that's ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie. Just, you feel me? Going to that event, it's almost like you ruling the crowd, you rocking the crowd. You know what I'm saying? And the vibe that comes off of
Yeah,
that.
facts.
And I talked to you about this yesterday, man. This just happened recently. PBM versus Mafia, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Man, when I tell you that is the craziest.
Oh, PBM versus Mob.
PBM versus the Mob.
Yeah, shout out to Mob though.
Shout
out to
out,
Mob.
hey man, that's one of the craziest ideas I done had because it really brings in, you feel me, promotion with the brand. You feel what I'm saying? You're almost combining it together, man. So if you can just break that down, how did it come about, and then what was your success rate like on that?
Okay, so KB, he is the head CEO of the Mob.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of my little bros. You know, I consider him like a little brother.
Right.
I told him, I'm like, you know, I'm graduating in the spring, so somebody gonna have to keep this going.
Yeah.
You know, so we like, shoot, it's all love between me and him. And then we like, what can we do together that'll shock the internet?
Yeah.
Man, we came to the conclusion, we like, shoot, we gonna take both our brands and we gonna make it like it's a beef.
Yeah.
Like, man, it's so funny because, like, we had a whole group chat of, like, how we was going to plan it, every flyer we was going to do, what we was going to say. We had literally be on FaceTime like, hey, look, I'm finna say this about you. I'm finna say.
Yeah.
And then we like, boom, we going to drop it here. Boom, as soon as we dropped it, Mafia versus Mob. Everybody like, oh, I'm on the
Gotta
Mafia,
get to
I'm on
that.
the Mob, I'm this, I'm
Yeah.
that. Everybody. And then a lot of people, I didn't wait. I waited till, like, the week of, I dropped the PBM versus everybody's shirt.
Boy, when they drop, man.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Everybody had a goal. It was like this bio. I was like, man, yeah, he got that.
Nah, facts. It was all like, I'll say my mindset for the whole thing. I always try to feel like, what can I do to make, honestly, what can I do to make money out of every opportunity?
Yeah.
Already making money out of the event. The event, you asked about the success rate, is a great turnout,
Yeah.
great event. Everybody have fun. And then I'm like, shoot, how can I make more money?
Throw the clothes on
With
top.
clothes on top. And then
Yeah.
that's another reason like how the PBM started. I just love envisioning people at my events with my merch on. It's nothing like being on the stage hosting a party and seeing your merch throughout the crowd.
Throughout the crowd, man.
Damn,
I know
I
that
made
was
that.
I know that was a
Damn,
crazy
that's a
video.
one-on-one shirt. Damn, that's a
Yeah.
one-on-one hoodie.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a good feeling for sure. But yeah, it was a success rate. And I'm gonna throw a little hint out there, man. You know, stay tuned for part 2, man.
Part 2, man.
Coming
Y'all
soon,
got it
man.
exclusive. Part 2, man. That's
Coming soon.
I'm excited about that, man. I ain't gonna lie. I just think that on the marketing wise, that's a great, like that idea is magnificent, bro. Because not only you bringing yourself together, but you bringing a group of people together for the promotion, and then the brand is selling too. Like when I seen it, I said, damn, he got something. I ain't gonna lie, he got
I
something.
appreciate it.
Where you trying to take this brand to? Like you said you about to graduate. Congratulations about
Appreciate that,
College
appreciate
not
that.
easy. We're
Man.
gonna get into that in a little bit more. College not easy, man. So that's congratulations on that.
Appreciate it.
Where you trying to take the brand to?
So my next step, my goal in life after I'm done with undergrad, I plan on taking it to Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay, that's a city right there.
I plan on going to Atlanta. I'm so tapped in with Atlanta, like just getting my feet out there, getting my name out there, showing my face, the right
Yeah.
places, you know, talking to the right people, getting
Networking,
Instagrams,
bro.
You know, every time I go to Atlanta, it's like something new. I mean somebody new. I'm making a connection here. So yeah, I want to go out there. I've been in touch with people, DJs, hosts,
legit.
and I actually have a close friend, my guy Nas. Instagram is Love Drag. He's one of the hottest DJs in Atlanta.
Check them out. We're gonna drop it down. Check
Facts. He like, man, when you coming out to Atlanta, bro? I'm waiting on you. I'm like, so I gotta graduate first.
it out. You gotta handle business first,
I
bro. You gotta
graduate,
handle
so
business first.
Once I graduate, man, that's the goal. That's where I want to end up. In Atlanta.
ATL. Okay. So you taking the MCing out there. You taking the brand out there too? I imagine as well.
For sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Shoot, man, we might as well just roll into college, man. Put some.
Did you always see yourself like doing this, like seeing
No, not at all. Actually, in high school, I didn't go to parties. I didn't have a social media. I didn't get a social media until I came to Central State, just about. But I didn't have an Instagram and stuff. My friends had made me get an Instagram. Like when I mentioned I was in the military, they was like, all right, bet. When you come home from basic training and stuff, you got to make an Instagram.
Yeah.
So I
They
didn't.
got
make
you
it.
right.
Bruh.
They for sure got
And it's
you
so
right.
crazy. I thank them all the time. It's like, damn, if y'all wouldn't have forced me to do that, ain't no telling, like,
Yeah.
would PlayboiiRello have existed? Would it been created? Like,
And just think about the opportunity that this brought you got some expensive contacts in your phone. You got some expensive. I done seen it, man. You got some. You feel me? That networking is just is shot up, and that's ridiculous, man. That's what we trying to do. You feel me? We trying to brand ourselves. We trying to get some limitless. The brand is it's a limitless insight. That's the podcast name, but the brand is limitless. Feel me? So we trying to brand ourselves. We trying to make our way to get up there. You feel what I'm saying? But
for sure.
Feel me? Gotta start somewhere.
We've been in the lab a little bit. I'm a graphic design major, so I've been, doing some mock-ups and stuff like that. So we got some stuff coming to y'all. Definitely.
Yeah.
So you could definitely go far with that graphic design for real. I ain't gonna lie. My cousin, shout out my cousin Bino. He the graphic designer for FYB, the label, Jacquees's label. So yeah,
That's crazy.
That graphic design could definitely take you far. Stick with it for sure, and the podcast for sure.
And so we can roll it on, Mr. Senior.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Senior, man, tell us about that. What responsibility does that take? We can't say who we gotta have on next, but we try and get in contact with some royal court people. You know what I'm saying? So put us on, Mr. Senior. What's that like?
Oh man, that is a job in itself that I did not. I did not know what I was getting myself into. But a little bit behind the why I even ran for Mr. Senior, it was just to show people like you don't have to be the ideal royal court person to be on the royal court.
Yeah.
Like people will look at me, man, and they wouldn't expect me to be no Mr. Senior at Central State. Like outside of school and stuff, outside of being in the army, bro, I'm a rock star, bro. Like
You got called what it is, bro. You got called what it is,
I
bro.
live a crazy lifestyle. Like I party all the time, but I get my work done.
Got to, man.
And it's just to show people like it's probably, bro, you wouldn't even know like if there's a underclassman under me looking up to me that's living the same life I am.
Yeah.
That never imagined themselves being on royal court, and like they watch this, like, bro, you can do it too. It's not limited to limitless. It's not
Limitless,
limited
man.
to
We
nobody. Like,
limitless, man.
feel
That's
me? Anybody can do this, bro. If I can do it, that's just why I ran for Mr. Senior, to show you that anybody can do this. Like, for real. Don't put no stipulations on yourself. Don't let nobody put no stipulations on you. Like I said, I was a horrible high school student. I ain't gonna lie. Like the stuff I'm doing now, bro, I wouldn't even imagine myself doing that if I was the same person in high school. Like I was horrible. So I went to the army for them to pay for my school.
smart. Okay.
And then I came home, went to community college for a year just to give me a GPA so I can transfer to Central. So I'm like, all right, I know I want to go to Central, but it's a whole process I got to go through. And I'm like, it's going to take some time, but in the long run, it'll pay off. You feel me?
Yeah.
But that change from community college to 4-year university was big. It went from literally going, because community college, they ain't got no dorms or nothing.
Nothing, bro. Nothing.
I'm at the crib.
Yeah, you
living at the
commuting.
crib, going to class, like
Definitely.
going to class and going to work, going home.
Yeah, definitely.
It was horrible. I ain't gonna lie. It was horrible.
Yeah.
I hated it. I was so ready to transfer. But
It's a crazy change, and it just your story is different. So like mine, how I did it, I basically went to community college in my last year of high school. So I was taking dual enrollment.
Yeah.
And those credits just transferred over like that. So you feel me? So just hearing a different story, it puts you to a perspective about what's going on in life. You feel what I'm saying? So that's good to hear about. Just a different way of coming up. You feel what I'm saying? I'm curious about the Army. I know you can't you may not be able to get into too much detail. I actually worked in the Air Force. For those who don't know, just because you're going to the Navy, Army, military, not all that you gotta be on the front line. I did an internship this summer where I was basically working on the Air Force base as an engineer. You feel me? Doing material science studies and working on the Air Force. You feel me? I had to get a real ID and all that. So talk about what you did. You feel me?
So my job in the military, I'm an 88 Mike. So it's a motor transportation operator. So like driving the big trucks, sometimes having to be on top of the gunners.
Yeah, okay.
On the gunner, the Humvees.
Yeah.
So like I'm qualified on like a 50 cal gunner and all that.
50 cal.
Yeah, I'm qualified for all that.
I feel like college in general is like a big decision. Like, what made you want to come to college? 'Cause I know like a lot of people I know community college. Like you start on community college, you're like, man, I don't really fuck with this. And a lot of people they do like college and free. But what made you really want to get to that point where like, okay, I want to go to the step HBC.
Shoot, for real. when I came to visit, like I said, it really was Central State called my eye. Like it chose me, and I just knew what I had to do to get here. Honestly, like I could share this story. When I came to visit, it was homecoming. I think the artist they I brought was at the time it was like Travis Porter. Travis Porter. And then I went to a party at the Q House. This is when they had the Q House.
Yeah, when they had the Greeks out. Okay.
Bro, so
I'm interested now. You got my attention.
So I went to a party at the Q House, right?
Greeks was out.
It was buzzing. It was like 5 a.m. Bro, out of nowhere, I see a dude getting beat up in the middle of the party, getting dragged up the stairs. Like they got both his arms like this and got his legs stretched out like that. And they beating this man up. I'm like, bro, this feel like I'm back at home. And then I went to Hunter. And I seen people shooting dice in the hallway. I'm like, bro, I'm back at home. So I'm like, shit, I might as well come here. But nah, I'm like, that's how, honestly, I tell everybody this is how.
We keep it at 100,
that
bro.
was my first
getting,
experience with Central State University. And I love it. But nah, facts. But then as far as like choosing college though, I say like I know I wanted to be successful in life. And I didn't at the time I didn't have like a brand or anything, or I didn't know like what was gonna my personal stuff to get me successful. So my shoe, I'm gonna go get this degree. And I'm in the military, so they'll pay for me to go to school for free. So why not? I ain't doing nothing else right now. Might as well go to school, get an education, get this piece of paper in the end.
Yeah.
It's like
It will be 4 years for a piece of paper,
Feel me?
man. But
it depends. But I'll say though, like when I first started out at college at Columbus State, I changed my major 3 times. Originally I was a nursing major.
3 different majors, okay.
I wanted to be a nurse. I still do. So like that's another plan when I'm done with undergrad. I plan on going back to get my nursing license. But yeah, originally my major was nursing. Then I went to criminal justice, and then now I'm a psychology major with a minor in human resources. So, but yeah, I still want to get my nursing license. Potentially, I might be with a psychology degree. If I want to, I can be a psych nurse.
Yeah. So you would say college really changed where you were trying to be at, because we got into this on the last episode talking about in this generation, is college necessary? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of the brands that are being able to be built in college is crazy. You feel what I'm saying? You having a good audience, like we were saying with the PBM times the mob. You know what I'm saying? BBM versus mob, my fault. That college experience is getting you a broader audience in order to spread your business, spread the love, and spread what you're trying to do. You feel what I'm saying? So what you think about that 9-to-5 life?
For sure, I'll say college, especially with my type of work I do, it has brought me so many opportunities that I don't believe I would have had if I did not go to college.
Tight.
As far as like, I'm in a college environment now, party promote, party host, MC, business.
Yeah.
And I'm all around my own people. Like it's just a place for it's opportunity. Like I said, it's opportunity here. I just had to come in and show up. So, but compared to like if I would have stayed back at home or stayed at the community college parties and city parties are two different
type of environments, man.
And I like partying more in college. So it's like I'm growing as a person and as a brand more here than I will do back at home. So
that it really brought you out.
Yeah, facts. But college is not for everybody, but
promise you it's not.
It's not for everybody, but
promise you it's not.
It definitely was for me. I'll say that.
Promise you it's not. So we talked about coming to college, how you made college good. What opportunities would you say college has brought to you outside of just the brand, outside of your brand and the MCN? What different opportunities? Like I know we got one opportunity coming up. We about to get into it. You feel me? I can't even talk about it right now, but we about to get into it. But what different opportunities? Like just like that. What opportunities has it brought for you?
Shoot, starting from back, I say my first opportunity I took advantage of was the first thing I did at Central was be a tour guide.
Tour guide, okay.
Tour guide. I had no experience with that. That was my first opportunity I took full advantage of being a tour guide. Joining FCLA, so community service opportunities.
Definitely.
What else? Let me see. Sitting on the president's roundtable as a student. Shoot. getting that close family relationship with like the faculty and stuff here, the dean of students, the president, the VP. I actually have I have an interview for a potential job opportunity here at Central.
Legit.
So that's something else. And then even like the royal court, like I never imagined doing those stuff. Like, bro, I'm telling you, like competing in pageants and stuff, bro. Like when I was them late nights going to practices and stuff, I never imagined doing no stuff like that, being in no pageant.
Yeah.
And then to find out like in a real pageant, like all these tattoos I got. If I was to compete, you know, I would have to cover all this stuff with makeup.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. Didn't know that.
So it's like opportunities and stuff I wouldn't have knowledge of if I feel like I didn't come to college. And, even being in the honors college.
Yeah.
Like that's open.
Shout out to honors college.
Shout out my guy.
Shout out to honors college.
Slag,
man, let's get into it. MC, what's your craziest experience? I know you done had some legendary nights. What's your crazy experience? I already got my guess. I'm thinking Halloween. I ain't gonna lie, that was a crazy. Feel me? That was a crazy weekend.
A crazy weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give you Halloween for sure. I'm gonna go on that, but I'm gonna tell you one back at home.
Okay.
So this was back when I first started for them, and I knew I'm like, all right, I got something with this party stuff, this MC stuff. So I threw a house party.
House party. It was at your house?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say, man.
Slow.
Yeah.
No, it's over with. But so I rented out a house, and bro, it was so packed. Like it was so packed inside the house, and the cars had backed up the road, like all the way into the main road, and it was backed up, which caused the cops to come.
Man, that means it was a party,
bro. And the cops was outside the crib saying we had to shut it down at 11 o'clock. Bro, I dropped Finito, a club banger. I dropped Finito at 11 o'clock.
That's club banger.
All my party people know you wouldn't even play Finito that early at a party.
Yeah.
So if I had to drop it, because I'm like, shit, the cops outside, we got to go. I'm finna play
Right,
Finito.
you might as well get your ass back.
So we dropped Finito, right?
Yeah.
Bro, drop it. I'm on. It's a house party, so you know how a kitchen got like a countertop.
Yeah.
I'm standing on the countertop
Going
with Mike
crazy.
hosting.
Yeah.
Bree was there too.
Yeah.
And bro, when I say the floor started to cave in, it was a hole going up the wall like this. I said, "Oh, bro, cut the music. We gotta go." I'm also scared the floor was gonna cave in, bro.
It was a B&B?
No, it was a party house. These people was renting out their house, and I felt so bad, bro, because there was a hole going up the wall, like that bitch was finna crush, like it was crazy. And that was probably one of the most epic nights I had. I was in the city,
and that's 11 p.m.
11 p.m. But Halloween. Oh, Halloween was legendary.
Yeah, we going.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna save the clip for this. Too.
Yeah, I need it.
This
I ain't gonna lie,
my
we need
favorite.
it.
This is one of my famous. Him saying, I was so turned at the party, bro. I think it was Swag Surfer. Swag Surfer was playing, and it was just a light show in the crowd. This one I think I had the Joker costume on.
Yeah, the Joker.
And then I had dropped these pictures on my page, and it went viral. And then I had did
Yeah,
the other Joker from Friday. I had the girl in my shirt.
Yeah, I'm knowing, bro. I'm knowing. You had fucked the gram up with that one. I ain't gonna lie. You had switched the mirror pics.
Oh yeah, shout out my cousin. I said about Bino. Shout out Bino, man. He helped me out with that picture.
Yeah.
It was like the regular face, and then one was like I was reaching back.
Yeah.
I see that shit. I see you posted it. I'm like,
Yeah. It was definitely a legendary weekend. I had me a great weekend. That's around my birthday time. So my birthday October 23rd. So I was going out that weekend, man. It was a great weekend. I can't even lie. So just the experience and then knowing what's behind it. At that point, I was out there enjoying the time. But it was late. It had popping off. So okay. You feel me? He know what's going on.
Man.
He know what's going on. He not just out there having fun. He is out there having fun, but he know what's going on too. And that's crazy, man. That's what we trying to get to. I don't know about the MC. I don't know. I'm gonna be in the stands, but you feel me? It could be a. We were just talking about that last week, getting a collab going. So you ever done any collabs?
As far as parties or
Well, just merchandise wise.
I've talked about doing collabs with a couple of brands out there, but I've never actually created one.
Created one.
Definitely talked about it.
Type shit. Okay. Yeah, man, that's legit. I can't lie. We about to get back onto the opportunities. We got one coming up. You feel me? It's coming up. You feel me? It's a leadership opportunity. But just as college wise, I would just say you gotta put yourself out there. You feel what I'm saying? If you're gonna be in your dorm and all that, you're not gonna get the experience that you needed.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Last semester, I was really just in my dorm.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, like, now I go to parties like sometimes, but I was not going to parties and stuff like that.
Yeah, but now into the party aspect, you gotta go out to the org fair. You gotta go out to these org fairs. You feel me? You gotta sign your name down for them to email you and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Our Greek life is very meh right now. You know what I'm saying? It's very meh right now. But even them, they be outside sometimes. So people who are interested in them, they'll see them just keep walking past. So it's important. It's almost mandatory. If you want to get what you put in college, you got to be able to step outside and get out your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? So I think that personally is something that I say I'm doing good at. Is I'm trying to get myself out there, starting this podcast and all that. So we trying to work on it. But what would any advice as a graduating senior, any advice because we got a decent group of people watching. So what advice could you throw out?
I say definitely, you gonna miss every opportunity you don't take. Like,
You gotta say that again for him, man. Get in the mic. You gotta say that again for him, man.
you gonna miss every opportunity that you do not take. So, like my man said, he was in his room all last semester and stuff. You not gonna catch no opportunities out being inside, you know.
Yeah.
Even if it's just not going to parties, just being out to be in the environment to experience something, you know. Be in the atmosphere. You never know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
You never know who's watching. So just being around people, like, you'll never know what opportunity you come across just walking across campus, signing your name up for something. This person may know that person. And then now you locked in with an internship, with a job opportunity, you know? So always be aware of your surroundings. Watch what you say, for sure. And just treat every person equally.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, unless you know for sure, like, oh, this person, that person, I need it.
Yeah.
Get my A game. But not treat every person like they're important, because you never know who this person may know, who they may tell about you, or who you talking to.
Yeah. How do you manage that? You feel me? You got a profile, you got an image that you got to keep as a Mr. Senior. You feel me? As a graduating senior. Then you got the MCing. Then you got to be professional in the business aspect because you running a business. You feel what I'm saying? And you can speak on, I think personally in this generation, tattoos have changed. The way people view tattoos has changed this environment. You feel me? You had to cover it all up with paint, but the way we have grown, up, I feel like it's almost not natural, but like it's not how it used to be seen. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm trying to get at? So how do you manage that image? And then you can speak on, you feel me, just what you do differently in different environments.
I'll say for sure, it's about code switching. Mm-hmm. You got to know when to act a certain way. You know, I'm not going to be the same person at a party I am on a business Wednesday.
You know, business Wednesday. Yeah,
know,
for sure.
I'm not going to be the same person hosting on the mic as I am at the HBCU Classic football game when I'm sitting with my sash and stuff on. You know, you got to know which persona to be when you got to be that persona, you know. Definitely. So it's all about code switching. Tyrell.
Yeah.
Rello, PlayboiiRello, Mr. Senior, all completely different people. And I know when and when not to be those persons.
Versatile, man. Versatile.
And then, like, as far as the tattoo aspect, I feel like tattoos are like, you know, you got tattoos, bro, like this, bro, you get automatically stereotyped. You automatically stereotyped. Like I said, like, even over the summer, like, a lot of people don't know, I was teaching 9th grade English over the summer.
Didn't know that.
And I walked into the classroom, I wore a short sleeve shirt on purpose.
Tight. Okay, so you wanted them to know first.
This is me. I'm your teacher for the summer. But I have all these tattoos and stuff, but this doesn't change what I'm finna get done.
It don't change what's up here.
You know, I'm gonna still handle my business. So I feel like tattoos is a way of art, a way to express yourself.
Right.
You know, and even I feel like as our society progresses, the stereotypes on tattoos are getting more lenient.
Yeah.
Like even in the military, they've been like easing back on the rules as far as tattoos. But
Yeah.
like when I first joined, oh yeah,
Yeah.
if you
definitely.
I had to document every tattoo I had, how far it was, how far it went upon my man. What?
That's crazy.
Nah, fact. So as society progresses, it's definitely becoming more lenient.
So
with
even the
stereotypes.
army is getting more lenient with that. Okay.
Yeah, the world in general.
Yeah, that's definitely, and that's really what I was getting at, because every meeting you walk into, you immediately look at, and it's not even just because of color, but that's how. I mean, as an employee, if I was an employer trying to find somebody, you feel me, trying to hire somebody, I'm doing the same thing.
Fact.
Because you got to, because they're representing your brand. But at the same time, it's to a certain extent because they are. Let me say that again. At the same time, they're representing you, but it's more about what's up here. You feel what I'm saying? If you're on a call, if you're on a Zoom, you know what's going on COVID. If you're on a Zoom and you're up here, because they got tattoos, it's not going to change what's up here. If they can sell you that house, sell you that product, you feel what I'm saying? I'm still going to want that guy. So the objective of tattoos is changing, but to a certain extent, it's still there. Feel me? You still had to document what was going on.
Facts.
Feel what I'm saying? So did you, when you got your art, were you thinking about that, like as you were getting it?
No.
Nah, you just went, okay. I'm knowing, because I got 2 tattoos. I know once you get one, you got to keep
Man,
going.
when I got them, I'm like, man, this is me. This is who I am. And I had the mentality of like, shoot, they either going to take me as I am because I can still put in the work and I got proof, I got credentials to show that I'm him.
Yeah.
I'm that guy. Like, I could do that.
Put that work, yeah.
Despite all these tattoos on my body, like, it don't mean nothing. I'm still, my resume still like that. All right, so let me get my shout outs.
Yeah, go ahead and get your shout outs.
Let me give a shout out to the whole PBM, the whole Mafia, whole 219.
Mafia, okay.
Whole Pit Boy Mafia, man. My for lifers. Breeder Bull.
Yeah.
Who else? Let me see who out there, man. Who else I am in? My guys, my 6. Y'all know who y'all is. Yeah, but all my guys out in the Mafia, so if I ain't individually say, I know y'all know what's up still.
Hey, man, Limitless Insight, new guests coming every week, man. We just had a great podcast. My man's Rello got on, broke his story down to y'all, man. We coming at you every week with a new guest. If you have somebody you think needs to be on here, you let us know, man. PBN came through. Appreciate you coming in, man.
Oh, yeah. Merch dropping soon, too. Merch dropping soon.
Merch dropping soon, man. Everybody out. Support black businesses.
Merch dropping soon, man.
Hey, man, Limitless Insight. Let's get it.